Sorry. Hi guys, how's it going? I hope everyone is doing well whenever you see this day or night. So this is going to be a general reading for water sign Pisces for August 19th through August 31st. It is a general reading, so it can cover anything like love, work, friends, family, health, etc. So always take it how it resonates for you if it does. And always keep in mind too that all the readings that I do are timeless. Okay, so for instance, it could resonate 6 months in the past, a year in the future, a year in the past, days, weeks, hours, minutes. Okay, so always keep that in mind as well. And this reading may resonate for you even if you're not a sun, rising, moon, or Venus Pisces. All right. So since we all have all 12 zodiac signs, throughout our birth chart, that's why I always encourage everyone to check out your other placements, because depending on what's going on in your life, your sun or your moon or your rising sign may resonate more, or even your Venus sign, depending on what you're looking at. All right. So we're going to get into reading here in just a moment, Pisces. I've shuffled all of your cards, and we're just going to do a couple astrology notes that are general for this time period. So if you watch some of the other readings for this time period, after the live, I will post a timestamp so you can skip ahead to the tarot reading if that's something that you want to do. All right, so for everyone else, though, I'm just going to pretend like you've never heard these things, okay? So starting on August 19th, right, we have Uranus is going to be in retrograde in Taurus again. This is the second time we had a Uranus retrograde this year. And it's going to be going from August 19th all the way to January 2022 of next year. And Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, okay? So normal themes, Uranus themes or Aquarius type themes, right, can be more subdued now as it's going backwards. So creativity, originality, individuality, technology, rebellion, innovation, dynamic change, surprises, and shock value, okay, is more subdued now. And then because this Uranus retrograde is going to be happening in Taurus, it doesn't mean that only Taurus will be affected or those who have predominantly a lot of Taurus in their chart. It's just kind of where it falls. So it could match up with themes, Taurus themes, right? Like money, security, stability, our bodies, where and what and who we value. Sorry, guys. Cleo, yo, get over here. Yo. All right. So going forward, a few days after August 19th, on August 22nd, we have the full moon in Aquarius. Okay, so this is going to be our second full moon in a row in Aquarius. All right, so that's very rare when that happens. And since Uranus is in retrograde, we just talked about, and it's also being the ruler of Aquarius, some of these themes could be having more intensity in the Taurus themes, not necessarily the normal Aquarius, Uranus, retrograde themes. Okay, so it's definitely a point of note for everybody during this time to kind of see if any of those things, come up for you or make sense around those themes. All right, now moving forward on the same day, on August 22nd, they were talking about the full moon Aquarius. We also start the official Virgo season. So the sun enters into Virgo, okay? So very nice. And then on August 30th, we have Mercury, which rules communications, electronics, to name a few, is going to be entering into air sign Libra, going over themes of justice, equal give and take, balance, and beauty, all right? And then the last astrology note here is on the same day, on August 30th, we also have a last quarter moon. All right, so those are all the astrology notes for this time, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get into your reading here. I am going to do a quick little sound bell for some general grounding and healing for the reading for myself and also for you guys. So if you want to turn it down a little bit, even if you're not wearing headphones, I try to do it not as loud, but sometimes it just happens. All right, so anyway, if you want to, you can take a deep breath in and out. Cleo. You. Or you can just listen, and hopefully my dogs can do the same thing. Excuse me, guys. Okay, let's get started here. All right, Pisces. So that was a good one, I think. All right, let's get into your reading. Also, if you are new, welcome, right? And if you're coming back, of course, welcome back to everybody. Welcome to everybody, right? I'm not sure what's going on here. Oh, that's my doll, Delphinia. Yes. Seems unstable. Hold on. Something is not quite. Okay, there we go. Whatever. Anyway, guys, let's get into your reading here. So, slow down, Melissa. Okay, yes, Malessea, Artemisia, slow down. I always take a picture at the end, one photo of all of the cards in case you want to pull it up while you watch or listen if you're not watching the live, or if you just want to see it later in more detail. So you can always click in the description box below and find the instructions there if you want to see the photo. But anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and go over, what this first row and second row means and kind of just explain right before we get into it. All right, so this first row is energy starting around August 19th through that week, the upcoming week and weekend. And then this last row here is kind of the same thing. So it's that last week and weekend of August, okay? It can be, again, a little bit before, a little bit after. It's not exact, okay? And then after that, we'll get into your confirmation cards and also talk about what's on the top and the bottom of each deck, depending on where my spirit guides tell me. It's different for every reading. And then at the very end, we will go over your oracle cards. So let's go ahead and call it your cards here. So you have Pisces, the Fool, right side up, Ten of Cups, right side up, Princess of Sacred Circles, also known as Princess of Pentacles, right side up, King of Staves or King of Wands in the reverse, Prince of Staves or Prince of Wands in the right side up position, and then 10 of Swords in the right side up position. And then this time, instead of 6 cards, you actually have an additional 7th card. Sometimes that happens. Spirit wanted me to take it, so I took it. So your 7th card actually is the Strength card as well. So let's go in order here. Now, your first card placement that we have for your reading here, Pisces, is the Fool energy. This is a really nice, youthful energy, talking about fresh starts, right? Making a leap of faith or trusting in the universe and the divine. I don't know if you guys can see that, but my light is like blinking and it's never done that before. Hold on. Weird. Hold on, guys. It's kind of like distracting me a little bit. I don't know why it's doing that. Shit. Hopefully it's not dying. Anyway, I will just try to pretend like it's not blinking really strangely. Anyway, back to the Fool card, Pisces, right? So maybe because we're talking about the Fool, my light is like, oh, you a fool, right? We're gonna make you have a seizure. And no, I'm just kidding. I'm not epileptic, but yeah, it's blinking weirdly. So anyway, I'll just try to ignore it. So this fresh start energy, this youthful energy, the energy of taking a leap of faith or having trust in the universe will provide for you is the energy we start your reading off here with. Now, also something to remember too, if you've been here before, even if you haven't, right, that this doesn't have to necessarily be your energy, Pisces. It can be the energy of a person or people you're dealing with, an organization or your general environment situation. Okay, so never force a story or a timeline that isn't yours, and that's why I always tell everyone in the beginning to check your other reading placements too. So anyway, let's go forward here. So we have your second card, beautiful energy as well. And this is telling us that whatever leap of faith, if you do have to make a leap of faith here, Pisces is going to be paid off in really positive things because you have the 10 of Cups in the right side up position. All right, this is emotional fulfillment, contentment, happiness, right? Really nice, beautiful, abundant energy. There could also be some leveling up, right? Since it's a 10 in the tarot, right? The highest number, okay? And so this is just really beautiful. And like I said, it could be confirming that if you do have to take a leap of faith or have even more or a stronger sense of faith or trust in the universe will provide, it looks like it will for you, Okay, so always nice to see that, all right? And the other thing I want to say real quickly, but I don't feel it predominantly with my intuition because I use the cards as a tool. Sometimes the cards say different things to me depending on what's going on and my intuition and the surrounding cards. But for a small few of you guys, the only, let's say negative part of the Fool card is there could also be some lingering issues of ego, self esteem, identity, confidence that you could be working with as well. But again, if that is just a small few of you guys, it looks like you will overcome those things or face them, and you'll still be able to move forward and still have a lot of abundance moving forward. Okay. So, like I said, I feel like that could be a small few of you guys. But let's keep going forward here. Now, your third card is the Princess of Sacred Circles, also known as the Princess of Pentacles in the right side up position. So you see this Native American woman that's obviously pregnant, right? And then she's got another child resting in her arms as well. This is very abundant energy. She's open to learning new things. She's not a queen yet, right? Again, another kind of possible leveling up for you, okay? Hinting at if there is going to be another leveling up, after the 10 of Cups, right? When I say leveling up, it could be, yes, Nefertiti, my cat, so she agrees. It could be leveling up in a job situation or getting to a deeper level commitment in a relationship or a deeper level of vulnerability with friends or family, or however it resonates for you. But when this Princess of Sacred Circles follows that 10 of Cups, it could be saying that another leveling up is also possible in some way here with the Princess of Sacred Circles, okay? Now, this is actually where my spirit guides wanted me to talk to you guys about what is on the top and the bottom of your first deck here. This is the Ancestral Path one in the middle, the main 6 cards, right? So this is energy from the recent past that could still be lingering around or why certain cards have shown up, okay? But you have the 5 of Cups on top and the Lovers upright. So this is actually how you want to see the 5 of Cups when it's in the reverse position. It means that in the recent past, Pisces, you started to change your perspective. Or the person you were dealing with or your general environment started to change their perspective of not seeing just the negative, but seeing the positive and the negative in all situations in life. And that's how you want to see it, more balanced, right? Because when it's right side up, Hermes, no. When the card is in the right side up position, he's almost crying over this spilled wine, right? But what he hasn't realized is that there's still cups that are right side up and still people that want to support him and could be helpful to him, right? But when it's in reverse, it's like now in the recent past, you went through that lesson, okay? Or the person you're dealing with, a general environment situation, and then it could have led to this really beautiful union in some way. Again, it could be a romantic union, a work partnership, or deeper level of commitment with friends or family, or a even different union of different parts of yourself coming together. Okay, but this is really beautiful. And then when you look at it, right, we're talking about both of these cards in relation to the Princess of Sacred Circles in the right side up position. So you see the Lovers and then you see a pregnant woman. Okay, you see what I'm saying? No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't mean that you guys are going to get pregnant. Pregnant is planting the seeds for the future. It's just a metaphor, right? But it could be that whatever this union is for you in the recent past, it is helping you again start to get in the more higher vibrational love and frequency, and to use that union as some type of support system for yourself as you're slowly possibly leveling up again in another way, or just becoming more abundant, right? And that and abundance isn't just money, right? It can be whatever you're currently trying to manifest and bring into your life or get rid of, vice versa, okay? They're really nice here, Pisces, all right? Now let's keep going forward. So your fourth card is one of your warning cards here, I would say, right? It's not completely negative or completely positive, right? It's just kind of a warning, right? So this is the King of Staves or the King of Wands in the reverse position. All right, so this could be saying that in that second week, that last week of August, you yourself or the other person, a general environment situation, is lacking a little bit of courage, maybe not feeling strong in their own power, also not feeling super creative or passionate about something. This is some type of blockage, right? And you can see this Egyptian king, right? I'll just show you real quick with these two lions, okay? So when it's in the reverse position, is all those things that I just talked about, okay? It's some type of blockage here going on. So this is actually, before we go forward, well, we can go forward one card and then I'll go back to these two cards because they kind of go together. As I wanted to talk about what's on the top and the bottom of your other deck here. But I'll go forward a little bit and then we'll go back because that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Okay. So you go from the King of Staves or King of Wands in reverse, right, is your fourth card. And then here's your fifth card, the Prince of Staves in the right side up position. So again, this is, wanting to slowly level up in some way, being open to learning new things, a silent confidence, abundance, learning to control the emotions in a very, beneficial way, okay, with the Nile River behind this Egyptian boy, all right? So really nice energy. Now we can kind of talk about one that's reverse and the one that's right side up. They're both wands or staves, if you want to call them, right? So this is where spirit guides want me to talk to you about what's on top and the bottom of the other deck, right? So again, past energy and why maybe these cards came out this way. So you have the 10 of Wands in the right side up position, and then you have the King of Wands in the right side up position. Lots of staves or wands, whatever you want to call it, okay? So actually, let's look at these two. You have a repeating card. You only have one repeating card, but it doesn't matter how many you have or even if you don't have them in your reading, okay? But anytime that does happen, it's a particular message from spirit to really pay more attention, right? Because usually there's 72 tarot cards in each deck, so that's 1 in 72 chances that it will come out again. Okay, so you have one is past energy and it's right side up. And then you have more present future energy that is reversed. So just for a second, I'll turn this around just so you can kind of see, excuse me, how the different artists like depict the same energy. It's kind of cool to see. Okay, so that's that stable energy I was talking about, really grounded. Other people look up to them. They're confident, they're passionate, they're courageous. They've worked really hard to get to the position that they're at, okay? But I'll turn this back around just so we remember how it originally came out for you. All right, so just wanted to show you those two together for a moment. So when we take this 10 of Wands, you have another 10. Remember you have, well, technically you have 3 10s, but we'll get to there in a second, all right? So you have the 10 of Wands upright, again, this past energy, and the King of Wands upright in relation to your King of Wands in reverse or King of Staves in the reverse in this deck, okay? So this is saying, Pisces, that in the recent past, you could have come to some type of ending or new beginning, right? 10, leveling up in some way, okay? Ready to put your burdens down. He wants to put this old man, he's got white hair once the camera focuses. He's put a lot of hard work and experience. He's going to put all those wands down, and then there's a cast in the background so he can rest or celebrate with friends, family, loved ones, all of that, okay? But it's also like when you see the experience of both of these men, these older gentlemen, right? They've also gone through some type of trial by fire because you can see the chameleon here or the lizard, okay? So that's, again, having a lot of hard work and experience to get to that point, okay? So it seems like you did this, Pisces, in the past or someone around you, your general environment, okay? But then, for whatever reason, you start doubting yourself possibly in that last week of August. So, sorry, guys. Come here. No. Come here. Go sit down. Now. Sit. Stop playing. Sorry, guys. So we were saying that there could have been something that triggers you in that last week of August, okay, where you feel like your confidence is affecting you in some way, or you don't feel all the way in your power, all the way supported, even though in the past you worked really hard at something, and that you've put in the experience too, and that you have the ability to ground yourself and to make things happen and manifest. But there's just a little bit of blockage. Now, when we put these two other cards together that follow each other, right? The five, no, not the five, the King of Staves in reverse is your fourth card, and then your fifth card, that's why I said five, the Prince of Staves in the right side up position. Just chill out, Hermes. Over there coughing and stuff. This really shows me that if there was a lack of confidence or not feeling in your power, feeling supported, or feeling super, not feeling super creative or passionate, okay, it could be because when this king is right side up, okay, can be the negative side of the card when it's right side up is a little bit too stuck in his ways, okay? So how I see it in your reading here is because he's reversed, he's stuck in his ways, okay? Then we see the prince. So you go from king to prince. So you're kind of going backwards a little bit. But the prince is open to learning new things. He also has a silent confidence. He doesn't have to prove himself necessarily yet to other people. So it's more about doing what's right, okay, regardless of who's watching or not, okay? That's really what I'm getting here, all right? So let's keep going forward because you still have some good cards coming up, and I don't want to spend too much time on this part. All right, Pisces. So your sixth card is a little bit of a warning here, right? Or just a reminder, all right? So it is the Ten of Swords in the right side up position. So this could be saying that at the end of that last week of August, or even that last weekend of August, or it could be for some of you guys, the first week of September, there can be a lot of anxiety, worry, overthinking, staying up too late at night, or even if you go all the way to the extreme, lower vibrational frequencies, and even depression for some, okay? When you see in tarot the swords going down, that is all of those things I just mentioned into this person's body, okay? But we will get into why that is here a little bit when we do your confirmation cards. But because you had an additional card here this time, as normally we do 6, this time we had 7. So I want to just show you that your 7th card, your last card in the current energy, you have the strength, okay? So don't let this Ten of Swords get you down too much and be like, oh, that's not a great card. Because, in order to be strong, sometimes you can't even get into that energy unless you're being tested, okay? And so you could be tested a little bit at the end of the month, the beginning of September, but it doesn't last for long, or it brings out this beautiful inner strength inside of you, or inside of the other person, or your general environment situation here, okay? And then there's more courage, more passion, creativity for momentum, positive energy, all of those things, all right? Cleo, I'm not playing with you today. All right, guys. So, oh my gosh, I want to throw something at you. Do I have a stuffed animal somewhere? Yeah. Look at the dirty ghost, y'all. Stop playing. You know I'm doing something. Play with your stuffed animal. All right, now let's get into your confirmation cards. So go ahead and call them out first, and then we'll go in order here. So you have the Justice card in the right side up position, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Tower right side up. All right, so the first two confirmation cards are past energy. So in the recent past here, Pisces, something could have been brought to justice. Something was justified. Somebody's actions were justified, or maybe they weren't, and you're waiting for that justice to happen, or that judgment to happen, right? But this energy is about an equal give and take, okay? It's about balance. It's also about mental clarity. The sword is right side up, right? Okay. So this is some kind of past energy here, and it is confirming the Fool in the right side up position and the King of Staves in the reverse position here. All right, so this is saying in the recent past here, Pisces, this justice energy, this equal give and take, this mental clarity is what led to the energy of the Fool, of making some type of leap of faith, of trusting in the universe will provide, of facing any issues of identity, ego, or confidence. All right. Now, when this Justice card is also confirming the eight, I don't know why I said eight, okay? Maybe it means something, or maybe I just had a slip of the tongue. All right, but anyway, this Justice card is also confirming the King of Staves in the reverse position, or King of Wands in the reverse position. So this is basically telling us that if there is a lack of confidence or feeling in your power or some type of blockage within yourself or the other person, general environment, situation, that perhaps it's because there's some type of karma happening here. Okay, I really do feel that. Or it could be because this blockage is happening because somebody doesn't have that mental clarity in some way, or their morals are off, or their judgment is off about something. Okay, since it is a general reading, it will resonate for you guys in different ways here. But, you know, you still have good cards coming out, so I wouldn't let that energy get you down too much. All right, so moving forward, your second confirmation card is the Page of Swords in the reverse. All right, so this is, again, past energy, and it is a page, right? It's not a knight or a prince, and it's not a king. It's the lowest level. I'll show you right side up just so you can kind of see the card. There's this page that got off the horse, and he's holding his sword. And he also looks like he's holding a scroll, right? So the pages are about communication. And Cleo. Shh. No. Sorry, guys. I'm going to just keep going. So the pages are about communication, right? So this could be saying, even though it's in the reverse, that there still might have been some type of communication in the recent past. And what is recent? You have to ask yourself. Could be a couple of days ago, a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, a couple of years ago, right? But there was some type of communication that either was not well received by someone, or was put on hold, or didn't happen at all. If it's not a communication, it could have been a small opportunity from the universe that was put on hold, wasn't well received, or didn't happen at all. Okay. But also something to note here is that if it's all of those things, it could also be that when we talked about, you know, the King of Staves in the reverse, right, being confirmed by the Justice card a few minutes ago, it's like there's still this past energy here, Pisces, of somebody being, you know, mentally confused in the past, not thinking clearly, being too much up in their head, okay? And so you can just add those to all the other things that we talked about. But when this Page of Swords is in the reverse and it's coming in here and confirming the Ten of Cups upright and the Prince of Staves in the right side up position, it's like somebody used this as catalyst or fuel for the future, okay? You yourself could have done that, Pisces, or the other person, or your general environment situation, okay? All right. I'm so sorry, guys. 1 second. I'm gonna get them. I'm not playing with you. You choose some. Sorry, guys. Watched me before, you know that I live right by the stairwell in my apartment building. And sometimes it seems like somebody's just going up and down the stairs, up and down the stairs. I don't know if they're working out or what the hell they're doing, but it's super annoying. And the chihuahuas go stupid. So that is why I always try to keep a little bit of music in the background. But, you know, it's Friday night over here, so maybe people are just going out. Anyway, back to my train of thought so we can please finish this reading. We're already at 30 minutes. So we were talking about the Page of Swords in reverse, right? Confirming your Ten of Cups up right here, Pisces, and your Prince of Staves or Prince of Wands in the right side up position. So when I said before that this card in the middle here could have been some mental confusion in the past and not responding well to some type of communication that there didn't come through, was put on hold, or a small opportunity from the universe that was put on hold or wasn't well received, didn't come through, something like that. You took that energy or the person you're dealing with and said, I'm going to find out what makes me happy. I'm going to find out what makes me fulfilled in my cup, right? I'm going to get all my cups in the right side up position. I'm going to have reasons to celebrate. I'm going to feel a lot of support around me. I don't know if you guys can see that there's all these people at the bottom of the Ten of Cups energy. I'm going to level up as well, regardless of what happened in the past, okay? So I really see that as a catalyst or fuel for the future. Now, when you also have it confirming the Prince of Staves in the right side up position, again, it's the same thing. I'm going to level up in my own way, right? I'm going to have that silent confidence and balance my emotions and use my intellect and my intuition together to move forward. All right. So your last confirmation card here is the Tower in the right side up position. Now, this is a little bit of past energy and also future energy, okay? So this talks about some type of dramatic change, some type of shocking change. It can be a small change, it can be a big change, right? But there's a storm here, right, with the Tower. And so the water in tarot represents emotions, okay? So there's a lot of emotional stuff happening, okay? And you see the lightning hitting the top of the tower. That's your crown chakra. So this card is really about not only change. Okay, sorry, my nose is itchy. Not only change, but enlightenments, revelations, aha moments. I finally understand something. All right. And this is past and future energy, but mostly future. Okay. So it's coming in here, and instead of confirming 2 cards, this time it's confirming 3. Okay. So I'm going to try to hold them all up together here. So it's confirming the Princess of Sacred Circles in the right side up position and the Ten of Swords right side up. And then also your last additional 7th card, the Strength card in the right side up position. Okay. So this is basically telling us, Pisces, that whatever this enlightenment is, even if it's uncomfortable or it's shocking, right? This change, whatever it is that's shocking, comes in, it's going to help you plant seeds for the future. It's going to help you ultimately be more abundant and manifest whatever you currently want to manifest in your life. And also at the same time, right? Like I said before, if when we talk about the tarot, there's always positive and negative in each card. So on the other side, right, we would say that the negative could be the Ten of Swords. But this change, this enlightenment revelation, is going to help you face these fears and slowly let you know that you have the strength to let them go or to conquer them. Okay? And you have the strength to manifest and use your magic, whatever you call magic, right? There's a magic symbol. There's a figure 8, the infinity symbol above this African woman here, okay? So that's letting you know that you have strength deep inside of you, or the person you're dealing with does, or the general environment situation, to keep moving forward and to have that passion and that creativity. All right. Okay. So with all that being said, that is what we have so far in regards to your tarot cards. But before you go, I also wanted to give you your oracle cards real quickly. Yes, right on the bell there. All right. So your first oracle card, this is the Rebecca Campbell deck. It says, all paths lead home, inner authority, intuition, and turn your gaze within. And you see this woman kind of dancing around these stones that look like Stonehenge, and there's some water in the background or something going on here. All right. But it's really, as a Pisces, you tend to be more intuitive. Maybe more than other signs at times, okay? And even if you're not a direct Pisces, but if you have a lot of Pisces in your chart, okay? This is just like a nice, gentle reminder to trust your intuition even more and go within and find your inner light, your inner guidance system, okay? So really beautiful here, Pisces. All right, and then your second oracle card, your love oracle message, whether you're watching for romantic love or platonic love with friends or family, or even self-love, or all of the above, right? Your message is past life relationships, all right, a relation. Yeah, past life relationship, not plural, but maybe it is for somebody. And it says you have known each other before. All right, so you could apply that to a romantic situation. You could apply it to your friends or family, and you can apply it to different parts of yourself. So there is some belief, I can't remember what culture or philosophy talked about this, but there's a theory out there that we choose our own parents, like before we're born. All right, so that could be talking about a past life relationship with friends or family, or maybe you're friends with someone that you used to be friends with before, or if you're talking about self-love and you're integrating different parts of yourself, or even spirit guides or ancestors. Okay, there is always usually a past life relationship if you believe in that. All right. How it resonates, if it does. Now, your last oracle message here, it's really pretty. It's the altar priestess, and it talks about preparation, prayer, and sacred ritual. And I really felt like that was kind of similar to the energy of the strength card. Okay, so taking that inner strength and that courage and preparing yourself for the future and moving forward. Like you see this woman here and she's got this fireball and she's like slowly bringing it up her body, right? And so that is that inner strength that we're talking about. Oh, sorry, I think the focus went out. Hold on. There we go. So hopefully you can still see that card, all right? And then it also talks about sacred ritual or prayer, whatever it means to you, right? However you take the strength card or this altar priestess oracle card, just use that however your vocabulary or however it speaks to you there. But really nice here, Pisces, okay? So thank you guys so much for, I'm sorry for all the interruptions earlier. And as always, thank you for your likes and your shares if you do, and for your subscriptions. So if you like this video, despite all the interruptions from the animals, sorry about that. It's life, right? You want to subscribe, it is free. It's just like following on Facebook or Instagram. So you can click the bell icon in the bottom right and just make sure that it's blue and it's active, and it'll just notify you when I put out new videos. I sometimes forget to mention too that on your phone or your computer or your tablet, you have to select to let YouTube notify you when new videos come out. If you don't have that selected, even if you subscribe, it won't tell you until the next time you go onto YouTube. So like if I put out a live video or even upload a video, as soon as I upload it, it should go directly to whatever your device is you're watching on. But if you don't have that option set in your settings of your phone, then you won't get it until you get on YouTube again, if that makes sense. So I always forget to mention that to people who aren't familiar with that. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I think that's it for at least a little while. So I might come back with some more readings tonight, or possibly tomorrow morning, or morning for me is early afternoon. So anyway, if you want to join me in the other videos, you're always welcome. But if not, and this is where we leave each other, that's okay too. So you guys take care, and I'll see you guys later. All right.